Everybody keep walking, dude. Come on, let's go. Let's get it moving. These guys are out of sorts. It's about 20 after 7. I wasn't going in until 8:30 anyway, so still have time here. Well, so last night I'm waiting for the video to either render or export or whatever. And an iJustine video comes up. Apparently on the 23rd of this month, the newer of the iPads will now have a version of Final Cut coming to them. Unfortunately, mine's 2 generations too old. And I ain't got no money to buy another one, and guess what? It's about a third of my MacBook to buy one that would even be worth doing it for, which would be a 12.9 2 terabyte. So, yeah, they're expensive. They're like $2,300, something like that, with the cellular. So, if you're going to do it, I mean, but you don't have to have cellular. But anyway, it's kind of, we waited how long? I kept buying them thinking that would happen and would happen. Of course, mine's too old to do it. Yeah, let's just take a normal lap, guys. Come on, Priya. Quit fighting me, dude. You're driving me batty. And despite me, responding to Insta360 every time they ask, I keep getting, we haven't heard from you in 48 hours. I was like, you know what? It's like, I'll keep your piece of crap. I'll never use it. I'll never buy anything from you again. And, yeah, have a great day. That was my last response. I'm over this whole thing. I did watch a video too last night on the Rode Wireless Go 2s. Don't know that I really learned anything I didn't know. But apparently in merged, I could actually take one of the microphones off, not have to worry about it. But this way, I have sound for the back camera and the front, depending which side I'm on of the camera. So if I'm behind the camera, which would be considering the front, looking at them, you get audio, and then when I'm doing this, you get it the other way. This works for me. The only problem is last night, the damn thing actually stopped transmitting or receiving at the park. So I think there's a bit of an so you don't use it for a while, it actually kind of like shuts down and doesn't auto start back up. I don't know. I did turn the power save mode off, but that's only like a 10-second mode on the display of the receiver. So I don't understand if that was what did it or just me walking along too long. I need to make sure I press the power button to kind of bring it back alive. It's got to be mindful. But I've had to do it on these walks even. Where all of a sudden, and I know because wind was affecting phone microphones and it was very tinny sounding, so I do apologize. But when we were going through all the ball games and stuff and I had it in my pocket for a couple minutes. It is what it is. Yeah, the other 2 videos were the Apple Circle and then iJustine again about the iPhone 15 Pro Max. And it doesn't sound like they're going to do much to make it worth it this year around. I don't know. Of course, I guess in June there's supposed to be a WWDC where they're supposed to release the new big thing, which was supposed to be Apple Glass, and it looks like it's now going to be AR goggles. Who gives a rat's ass? There's no, according to what they're saying, there's no big app for it. They're running into battery problems. It's just a mess. Just a huge mess. Of course, that's all rumors, as always. I mean, hell, we were supposed to see a dual charging thing how many years ago, and it all failed through. Apple's really big fails, and I remember what the hell that was called. And it's not the one that came out now for the phone and the watch. It was just a big pad that you're supposed to be able to charge everything on. It just didn't work out. But anyway, I don't know. If Apple doesn't go with a periscope zoom and give you more, hey, I don't think it's going to be worth it, to be honest with you. Some people think it might be, some people don't. Honestly, and the other thing is, they're going to go to USB-C. Technically, that doesn't go into law until October. They could get away with it because it's going to come out like a month ahead of time. They could actually beat that and screw customers over with Lightning for 1 more year. I'm sorry, but personally, with these devices recording in ProRes, they should have went away from it and went to Lightning or Thunderbolt for transferring footage right then and there. Because it's just so incredibly slow if you record a lot of ProRes like I do. if you want the device to be used as a, camera and be important, they should have thought about that, but personal opinions again, so we'll see. I don't know. And if they don't really, honestly, if they don't increase the storage to 2 terabyte, it's never going to really be mainstream for making movies or anything, because you're limited on how much time you can record. I mean, I keep crushing it. I have to clear everything out daily, shut the phone off, turn it back on, and I have a whopping 91 minutes of ProRes every day on a 1 terabyte phone. I had 120 at one time. I actually had to delete my dashcam app off to give myself room back, because I was down in the 70s. So you almost have to have the phone dedicated for only using to record, not use it as an actual device as well, to get, enough space to make major content. Alright, almost back home. Enough jabbering about phones and iPads and tech stuff. These guys are hungry. Hungry. Actually, I have some rice and broccoli to have for breakfast. I'm going to eat that, and then I'm going to get the shower. Ready for work here. I'm still only staying till 1 o'clock, but because I have to go in tomorrow to cover lunch, I'm just going to go in a little bit later today. So it's trying to reduce the impact of time. I'm catching overtime. Not too happy about the brisk weather this morning. Carson's 52, watch says 58. I didn't look at the thermometer at the house, but it was an invigorating walk in shorts, but could be a lot worse, I guess. Anywho, oh man, yeah, I gotta figure out why these roads keep, they'll work part of the time, and then I'm just thinking that but I don't know, because the app isn't open, it's not passing through. The really strange thing I learned was that the Samsung phones don't need the special cable. You can use the actual charging USB cable that came with the phone. This bus before he stops me. So yeah, I'm like, but of course then you have like this huge cable, so it's much more convenient the way I have it set up. I've only destroyed 2 iPhone cables, so the Android one hardly ever gets used. Oh boy, alright. Partial day at work. Well yeah, by the time I get there, it's going to be like a fucking 4.5 hour day maybe. Hopefully I don't get tied up at 1 o'clock that I can't leave. Or she doesn't go to lunch on time and I can't leave. The idea was that tomorrow, I go in and I'm not going way over time. So, we'll see. Home sweet home. Hi, little man. You out of your patio? Yeah. I think this is cool. I like this. Grass needs cut though, Dad. It's a little long. It really is. Kind of like my hair. Alright. Half day over. Oh, it feels so good to be out of work. It really does. I really need more time off. But, life is not quite that simple. So, anyway, don't have anything on right now, microphone-wise. So, whatever. Yeah, waiting for Terry to come home from the store and then help her unload. And eventually we'll get out of here and I'll take them to the park. Either outside or down by the airport, someplace. I haven't decided where yet. Need you, little buddy. When Mommy comes home, I'll trim. Well, we were going to try to go to the park, but they've got the highway closed here. I'm guessing an accident. My guess, someone probably made that corner too fast and crashed. Looks like a big crane coming in. I don't know if we're going to be able to see anything from this way or not. Try to get through each road and spin around. This might have been a really bad idea today. I mean, traffic on the highway is even crawling going down, so I don't know. Something big happened. Coverage of trees and stuff, I can't see anything.
honestly don't know what the hell's going on. Traffic is jacked up every which way you go. Not a clue here. Traffic is stopped on the other side of the highway. Something big and bad happened. This is really weird. I don't understand what this way. Over congested people trying to go around and turn around, I'm guessing. Alright, so can't get rid of that ad, I'm sorry, but that's what's going on. Tractor trailer truck flipped, looks like. Aaron sent me this. I don't know if there's any more pictures, but yeah, so that's the disaster we're in right now. Trying to get around it. I'm going to go through to Boys Town. I might run all the way down through and try to go as far as I can before I get off. I was going to try to use the flow, but the battery's dead in it. So I hooked up to the back, charge pack. We're finally to the park. That took a little while. Oh my god, that is a big puppy. A big doggy. Wow. Crap. We cut through some extra streets and came out completely away. So we'll try to avoid as much traffic as we could to get here. Alright, let's get moving. Looking at the breeze, I'm kind of happy I didn't bring the flow. Although I was going to attempt something with the microphones. So the one video I was watching this morning, with being in merged mode, you get both channels even if you're only using one microphone, which is kind of a nice little thing. So I could just put one on me and still it would still work. At least that's what he's saying. I think you'd probably want, I don't know if it matters if you have number 1 or number 2, but it actually kind of give me double the record time. And with this shirt, it's pretty tight. Like, I'm too big for it. But it would probably stay in place pretty good. So maybe we'll give it a shot with this kit. I don't know. Just to test it, and then I know if it'll work with the flow. I have an idea. So let me shut one of them down, put one of them on me, and see how it sounds. We'll do a little test. I'm not going to do the whole video that way. But that way, if I spin it around, it doesn't matter. And I might be able to actually kind of reduce this conglomerate and just have the other one in my pocket. If we're out doing a big adventure, I can then, switch around. Alrighty, let's see if this actually works the way he said it did. I'm kind of curious to know. But now if I had like Tim or Mike with me, I could put the other mic on them and then it would just pick them up separately and merge the things together. So it'd be kind of neat. This might reduce some of the noise from this thing too, I don't know. Me wearing it. We'll do this for a few clips and see how it works. Kind of curious. Because it'd be kind of nice if this kind of works out. The flow might be something I can use. It was just not having 2 channels was kind of aggravating. Alright, now we're clear of people. And Priya's done doing what she's doing for the moment. I'm sure it won't stop. Once again, that mulch is... It's like just a couple sections of it. It's like all of a sudden it just like goes up your nose and you just want to go, Anyway. Alrighty, actually it's more beautiful tonight than it was last night. Sun is shining, it's a little bluer. It's been like this most of the day. A little bit windy, which you can see the trees. Leaves are kind of moving around a little bit, so. Well, we'll see if the flow charges up when we get back. Since if I gotta kind of listen back and see how this sounds with only one mic doing merged. As long as it's gonna run both channels. I'm not 100% sure that's really the case, but I won't know until I go in the editor, sadly. Come on, princess. Yeah, that was my telltale sign too last night. When, first of all, I could hear the wind. I could hear the noise, the wind removal. And then I could hear the channels were not together. They were separating left and right because it was all on the iPhone, the last few clips. I don't know why this thing just stops unless it has like a timeout. But at the same token, the microphones are constantly hearing everything that's going on. I don't turn them off. So, I don't know. It's way quieter over here tonight than it was last night, that's for sure. Yeah, the other problem with using the flow is I wouldn't have the ability to put it in my back pocket and just kind of walk and relax and drag Priya along because I locked her down and I'm just kind of going at a healthy pace and she's not happy. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's much quieter over here tonight. There's still some games and stuff. I think they're just practice going on. I don't think it's a game.
South was losing last night when we went through by like 3 runs. I don't know how that ended up. So, all right, we're almost done, and then go home. What did she say we're having? Spinach raviolis, I think. Sounds amazing. We're done with Superman season 2, so we're caught up with what's on HBO Max. Sweet Tooth we have to watch. I guess season 2 came out, and the last thing he told me with Jennifer Gardner. So I don't know. We'll have to see what we get into tonight. But off tomorrow. But I do have to go. Like I said, I have to go in for a lunch coverage. So that'll be just a brief little go in and get done. Did get the backyard trimmed and the patio blown off twice. Damn trees keep just raining down on the patio. Mateo's eating the damn little, whatever they are, seeds from the tree. Goofy little dogs. So, and then I took a little nap. My alarm went off and Priya jumped up on me and said, "Okay, Dad, nap time's over." Baby girl, what you hunting? What is that? Is that a squirrel? There's a squirrel out there. Look at that. Look at that pose. Look at that beautiful pose. But that's as far as she can go right now. She can't get too far behind us. What she's watching is that guy. No, we're not gonna go play with the squirrel. Not gonna go play with him. Let him do his own thing, Priya. Let him do his own thing. You don't need to be chasing animals. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm quite a ways away from my challenge today. I'm gonna have to. So kind of also why I stepped it up, because this is usually about 52 minutes around, and that would have given me about 72 minutes out of my 66. So, but in the first 14, I only got 4 minutes, so I was a little concerned. Well, it looks like the microphone taking it off of power save is helping the situation, because it's not like what I think was happening is it actually kind of shuts it down, and it looks like the power cord's plugged in, so it's charging and it's not actually transmitting right. So I don't know, we'll see how this all sounds. Full test today, and then we're going to try the road quick and then get home. I don't even know if I recorded that last clip, to be honest with you. Almost done with the walk. Just in case I didn't, we avoided absolute catastrophe for myself personally. My stomach decided to give me some issues. We booked it. The big bathroom is actually unlocked for once. Thank goodness, because man, I'm telling you, it would have been bad. It was like the bomb timer was at 0. So dogs were like, "What the hell is going on?" They're not used to getting drug into a stall. Mateo's like freaking out a little bit. Priya's being Priya, so yeah, she normally is, aren't you? You're always being Priya, aren't you? Everybody knows what that means. Spastic. Anyway, we're almost done with this walk home, and whew, I feel a lot better though now. I'm still hearing fire trucks and stuff. Every time I come over here, I swear, they just have like a fireman's parade or something. It's crazy. All right, we're back to the way we started. Both microphones are on. Both of them are on the ShiftCam. Which sounds better, everybody? The way I had it with it on me and only one microphone, or like this shotgun mic type of situation where they're mounted on the unit itself. I'm almost guessing I know. I don't know if I really want to try the flow or not. I mean, if this worked, then the flow will work. And I can just, on a long trip, we'd have another microphone in my pocket. I could pull it out. But again, the problem lies is there's no way to pocket the flow as easy as this. Good news is it is actually charging, so that's good. However, I don't have another road cable to connect the phone, and I'm not pulling this thing apart to test it. So maybe we'll do that at home, or we'll do it tomorrow or something, but it's gonna work the same. So if I really showed it too well, but that little door opens up, and the way that I was talking about how it was curved, so a normal cold shoe doesn't really go in there real well. It's off balance. Yeah, they did not think that through very well. But the road, the receiver will go in there pretty easy. It's almost filled. Anyway.
minutes that?